What's good? What's good, everybody? What's good? It's your boy Pat, the designer, back at it again. Just hopping on here. I'm doing a couple simultaneous live. Um, invite your friends to the video. Make sure they see it. We talking Chicago. We talking Chicago sports. We talking our NFC North champs. We're talking Chicago Bulls, Chicago Bears. We talking it all. We just talking. Let's just get it started. I really just wanted to, because we didn't shoot a podcast this week. A lot of stuff been going on, a lot of technical difficulties, stuff like that. You know, we don't really hide nothing from y'all. So it's been a lot going on, but I just wanted to get out here. I want to talk some sports with everybody. I want to make sure we got to talk sports this week for sure. Chicago sports at that. Chicago Bulls, Chicago Bears. What's going on with them? Let's start it off with the Bears, man. Let's get it cracking. Listen, and hear me out when I say this. The Chicago Bears have one of the best chances, I believe, in this playoffs to go to the Super Bowl. In my opinion, the Chicago Bears have one of the best chances to go to the Super Bowl. And I say that for this reason. There is one piece that I believe is the piece that can change everything. Because I believe wholeheartedly that the defense is going to show up. I believe wholeheartedly that when these Bears line up against Philadelphia on Sunday, that this defense is going to be prepared to play. Because they've been prepared to play all season. You get what I'm saying? But I think when it comes down to it, Mitchell Trubisky is going to be the biggest key piece in this because he can win or lose this game for us. 100%. 100%. The Bears are actually, in my opinion, going to have to ride the arm of Mitch to win this game in Philly. Now, do I think that the Bears can win a grinded-out game? Of course. I believe that the Bears are the better team in this position. You know what I'm saying? But I honestly believe that if Mitch has a bad game, it could be a long game for the Bears because when it's all said and done, teams know what Jordan Howard is going to bring. Teams know what Tariq Cohen is going to bring. Teams know what Khalil Mack and this defense is going to bring. They know to watch for Akeem Hicks up the middle. They know to watch for Leonard Floyd coming off the side. They know Kyle Fuller is going to jump the route. They know Eddie Jackson's back there, and if healthy, he's one of the best safeties in the game, in my opinion. But nobody knows what Mitch Trubisky will be week to week. Nobody knows. Has he shown us throughout this season what he can be week to week? In your opinion, has he shown us what he can be week to week? I want to know. Because I would say no. Honestly. I would honestly say no. I think that Mitch has come out and he's really shown us that throughout everything, he is resilient, and I will give him that 100%. Mitch comes out, he'll throw a turnover. He'll struggle. He'll come out and have a game where he only throws for 130 yards, 200 yards. But in those games, he does his best not to play you out of those games. In those games, he does his best to keep you in those games. He does everything he can to keep his defense off the field. He does everything he can to drive that offense down the field, whether it's even taking a step back. How many quarterbacks do that in this league, do you know? How many quarterbacks in this league take a step back? Shout out to Ringo J on the YouTube Live. How many quarterbacks in this league take a step back? Most guys want to be the star. Most guys want to be the guy, the reason that they win the game. That's what everybody wants to be, right? That's what everybody wants to be. Of course. Of course. We're streaming this on YouTube and Instagram Live right now. Check us out at Windy City The Breeze on YouTube and Instagram Live. Everybody wants to be the star, right? Makes sense. Like who wants to not be the star? That it doesn't make sense to not be the star. Everybody wants to be the star. This is the thing. Mitch has no problem taking a step back. Mitch has no problem coming into the game and being like, listen, Nagy, I don't have it today. I'm going to give you everything I got, but I don't have it today. I'm going to use my feet. I'm going to hand the ball off. I'm going to do these screen passes. I don't mind throwing for 200 yards. You know why? Because I want the win. I want to win this game. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. How many quarterbacks do that? Do you know? I want to know from y'all. I think that the Chicago Bears has the best chance to win the Super Bowl because of Mitch Trubisky. And a lot of people ain't saying that. But because of Mitch Trubisky. Because he's willing to take that step back. Because he's willing to not make the pass that will kill you in a game. I believe that Matt Nagy and his scheme can get the Bears to the Super Bowl. I believe that Khalil Mack and this defense can get the Bears to the Super Bowl. But you watching this playoffs, the number one thing we're going to see is Mitchell either dominating or playing that Joe Flacco role, which he's fine with. That's crazy, right? And by Joe Flacco, you know, I mean the during the season. Ringo, I feel as long as Mitch doesn't play you out of the game, the Bears are going to the Super Bowl and will win. And that's fact. That's fact. It's more opinion, but it's more of an opinion. But you know what I'm saying? There are so many things that the Chicago Bears bring to the table that if Mitch Trubisky, if he's having a bad game, if he can just stay out of his own guy's way, he's golden. He's golden. The Bears are golden. Are you guys really worried about Nick Foles? Are you guys really worried about Tricky Nicky? He pulled it off last year. Bad man. He's a bad man. Are you worried about him this year? I want to know. We're streaming this on YouTube Live and Facebook Live right now. Or Instagram Live, I'm sorry. I want to know if you're worried about Nick Foles. In all honesty, Nick Foles doesn't scare me. Alshon Jeffrey does. I know that's weird to say, but I think that Nick Foles can come out and Nick Foles can give you a game where he's kind of mediocre. You know what I'm saying? But you can throw a 15-yard pass to Alshon. He could take it 70. We've seen Alshon in Chicago. Alshon's a bad man. I don't think he's a number one receiver. But if you leave him open, he can be a bad man. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. I think that when it comes down to it, the one team that I actually fear is the Seattle Seahawks. The one team I actually fear is the Seattle Seahawks. Why aren't you talking about Zach Ertz? Zach Ertz, definitely a threat. Definitely a threat. I'm not underselling him. I'm just Roquan across the middle, Trevathan across the middle. I think Ertz can be contained. It's that outside where I get nervous. You don't know the health of Eddie Jackson. You don't know the health of your best safety going into this game. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. When you don't know the health of your best safety going into this, that's dangerous. Alshon can take the top off of you. He's a jump ball guy. And you know what? What Carson Wentz isn't willing to do by throwing that ball up there, Nick Foles has no problem doing. Jump for it. What corner on this team is going to stop Alshon Jeffrey on a jump ball? Now, I'm not saying he's the second coming of Randy Moss, of Terrell Owens, of those big name guys. I'm not saying he's that. But Alshon can get a jump ball. Who do you have confidence going up with them? Who do you have confidence going up with them? That's all I ask. Who do you have confidence going up with them? Because at the end of the day, a jump ball and Kyle Fuller's on it. Kyle Fuller's not out jumping Alshon Jeffrey, y'all. Now, I need y'all to understand. I'm not saying that the Bears aren't going to win. I believe that the Bears are going to win. I believe the Bears are going to go into Soldier Field and handle business. They go handle business. But honestly, who do you fear on that team? Is it Zach Ertz? I'm not worried about Zach Ertz coming across the middle. I'm just not. That's just me, though. We're live on YouTube and the Windy City Debris Instagram page right now. Join us, ask questions, follow us, subscribe, all of that good stuff. I'm not worried about Zach Ertz. The only team that scares me in this playoffs, in the NFC, honestly, because I'm not – you know what? The Rams are going to be tough to beat. New Orleans is going to be tough to beat. But I believe that the Bears match up with them well. The Seahawks are an outliner. The Seahawks are an outlier. The Seahawks are a team that can come in here or that's tough. That's tough. That is a tough team to beat. And they made it. Listen, if you think they're not going to get out of the wild card round, you trust in Dallas? You trust in them Cowboys? The Cowboys. That's who you trust in. Seattle's got the right kind of team. They'd be going up against New Orleans, right? I believe they will go up against New Orleans. Seattle's got the right kind of team to compete with New Orleans, to go head up with New Orleans. Seattle's got that kind of team. Because Seattle's going to slow the game down. They're not going to do all that run and gun, pace it. No. Seattle's going to muddy that game up. That is if they get past Dallas. But I honestly believe that Dallas is an outlier. You got to watch out for them. Or I'm sorry, Seattle is an outlier. You got to watch out for them. That's the team that scares me, yo. Because Russell Wilson's been there. Russell Wilson knows how to do it. Russell Wilson knows how to do it. He honestly knows how to do it, man. He is not a joke. He is not a game. Russell Wilson is serious. A lot of people don't believe in him as a quarterback. Russell Wilson is serious. And if you're not trusting in Russell Wilson, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Who are you afraid of in these playoffs? Honestly, Chicago. Who are you afraid of? Who scares you that we got to go head up with? Is it the Rams? I don't know if the Rams scare me. I don't know if the Rams scare me in all honesty. Ringo saying nobody scares him. Ringo saying that nobody scares him. Who scares y'all? I mean, when you look at it, I'm not scared of the Rams, yo. I'm just not. It could just be me. I'm just not scared of the Rams. I have no fear of the Los Angeles Rams. I'm not worried about them. Aaron Donald's a monster. I don't doubt it. The Rams in LA are strong. I don't doubt it. Chicago Bears are a disgusting team, bro. When these Bears come out and they're on their game, I don't think there's a team that can beat them. If everyone's clicking, I don't think there's a team that can beat these Chicago Bears. Share the link up if you're watching right now. Share the link. If you're watching on YouTube right now, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell. What do y'all think, man? Honestly, what do you think? Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe. But what do you think? What do you think about these Chicago Bears in this playoffs? Are they Super Bowl bound or are we all just hyped up? Are they Super Bowl bound or are we just hyped up? Because I honestly believe that this team right now, they will never be closer than they are right now. They are all brothers. And the game that showed me that was the game when Mitch Trubisky took that late hit. What was that? San Francisco? Mitch takes the late hit. The real deal with Dame Adams, shout out to you, bro. He says the Saints can beat them. He says the Saints can beat them. I'm going to be honest with you. Bears match up well with your Saints, bro. The Bears match up well with the Saints. The Bears come out and they don't play around, bro. This defense is disgusting. I give your Saints all the credit in the world. They can run up a scoreboard. But ever since Dallas beat them, man, a lot of teams have figured out what to do against the Saints. We haven't seen those 50-point games. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all subscribe. We haven't seen those 50-point games, man. Honestly. So you just hopped on the Bears Super Bowl bandwagon 2 weeks ago. Listen, I don't doubt the Bears can make the Super Bowl. I don't. The one question is Mitchell Trubisky. Does he do what he's done all year? Does he do what he has done all year and keep himself out of trouble? That is the biggest thing. Does he keep from throwing interceptions? Does he keep from fumbling the football? Does he use his legs to keep plays alive? That is key to what the Chicago Bears are doing this year, to what they will do in this playoffs. Because that front seven in Philly, they not a joke, bro. They not a joke. Yeah, Philly struggled in Washington, but that defensive front, they're not a joke. Don't sleep on them. Mitch is going to have to use his feet this game. Mitch is going to have to keep plays alive this game. The real deal with Dame Adams, shout out to you, bro. He's on the YouTube live right now. Says our defense has carried us, and the offense will get right over the bye week. Hey, listen, bro. Your team is disgusting. I can't hate on them. I can't hate on them. The Saints are disgusting. They're a fire team. But you got to look at what the Chicago Bears have going into it. Shout out to my boy. Shout out to the homies, man. You got to look at these Chicago Bears, man. Look at them. Shout out to the homie Aaron. That's what I was trying to say. Look at these Chicago Bears. Who scares you? The real deal with Dame Adams. Shout out to you, bro. But listen, I'm not scared of your Saints, bro. I could be wrong. These are opinions, people. These are all opinions. I could be totally wrong. You know what I'm saying? I could be totally off base with what I'm thinking. But Philly does not scare me. That front seven's got a little fire to it, but they don't scare me because Mitch has made plays with his feet. Mitch has kept plays alive with his feet all the time. All the time. He's a dangerous man. And a lot of teams are going to sleep on him. A lot of teams are going to go into this game. Listen, I can already tell you what Philly's game plan is. Shut down Jordan Howard. Shut down Tariq Cohen. Stop the running game. What will Mitch Trubisky do? What will he do? He's going to make plays with his feet. I wouldn't be surprised if Mitchell has over. I'd set the over-under at 60 on rushing yards. I'll take the over. I'll take the over right now. The homie Aaron, A.S. Miller time. Follow him on Instagram. Says the Saints have already showed being hit in the mouth shuts them up. You dang right they have. You're absolutely right. The Saints have been hit hard. They're still a bad team, though. Don't sleep on them. But they've been hit hard. Defense Defenses have figured it out. And I'm going to tell you something. If the Dallas defense has figured it out, you think the Chicago Bears not ready? You think the Chicago Bears not ready for them? They ready for them. Come on, son. Come on, son. We live on YouTube and Instagram right now. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all subscribe, make sure y'all follow. Come on, bro. You hear what I'm saying? This Chicago Bears defense. Listen, everybody's like, I love all the people like, well, you can never compare it to the 85 Bears. You dang right you can't. That's one of the best teams in NFL history, that defense. You can't compare it, but it's close. Let them win a championship. Maybe 2. Let's start with 1 first. Let's get there first. Dallas came through, but it didn't shut us up. I would be scared of the Bears in Chicago, but not in the Superdome. Hey, you making good points, bro. That's another key thing. Some of those early games we lost came back to bite us. If we win 1 more of those games, we got a bye week. If we win 2 more, maybe we ain't got to play the Saints. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe if you got a game in Chicago, and that's absolutely right. Playing in the Superdome is gonna be tough. New Orleans comes out. Don't let who that come on, boy. Don't let who that come on. Who that said they're gonna beat them? Don't let that come on. These boys are scary in the Superdome, but I'm not worried, bro. I'm not worried. Yes, they play better in front of their fans. I agree with you. Still not worried. I'm just not scared of the top teams. Maybe it's the defensive confidence. Maybe it's my confidence in Vic Fangio's scheme. Maybe it's my confidence that, yes, that Saints defense is better, but is it elite? Is that Saints defense elite? Are we calling that elite? Saints don't scare me. Maybe I should be scared. Maybe it's on some Bird Box stuff. I got my eyes closed. Maybe I should be scared. The Saints don't scare me. They just don't. The Rams don't scare me. They got the best defensive team, defensive front next to the Bears. They don't scare me. They don't scare me. Aaron Donald up the middle, disgusting. These Bears made them slow down. Now, granted, you got to go play them in L.A. You got to go play them in L.A. That's tough. Yeah, I had to make the Bird Box reference, bro. That's tough. You got to play them in L.A. I'm not scared of the Rams, though. I'm just not. I don't have a fear of the Rams because Jared Goff is beatable. Jared Goff's going to give you the opportunity to take that ball away. As we saw in Chicago, granted, he was freezing. Did y'all see that game? Did y'all see that game against the Rams? He was freezing. I thought he was going to die. I honestly thought he was going to die. They called a 20-second timeout. It wasn't even a timeout. I don't even remember what it was. It was like a TV timeout or something. It was quick. All he was doing, no, injury timeout. All he was doing was running to the sideline, getting the play, running back, threw a coat on. He was done. You got to play him in L.A., though. The Rams are a bad team. They don't scare me. I'm not scared of them. If you're watching right now on the YouTube, make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow. If you're watching on the Instagram right now, make sure you follow the page. Follow Windy City Breeze. Who scares y'all in the NFC? Who scares y'all? Does anybody scare you in the NFC with this defense that we have? Does Dallas scare you? Now we get into the outliers. Does Dallas scare you? Dak Prescott can be great. Dak Prescott can be great. He can also be very bad. He can be a struggle. He can throw that ball. Dak Prescott right now is Dallas's Mitch Trubisky. Very unknown. A.S. Miller Time on Instagram says, at this point, We've played with everyone. The Pats are the only team that legit beat us in all three aspects. I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. In my opinion, the only game that the Bears should have lost was that Patriots game. That was the only one they should have lost. I'm not scared of anybody in the NFC, y'all. Dallas does not scare me. Ezekiel Elliott will run up and down the field. Don't get me wrong. Ezekiel Elliott can eat. When an elite back faces this defense, they usually do okay. They usually do okay. But I tell you who doesn't scare me. Dak Prescott doesn't scare me. Amari Cooper definitely doesn't scare me. Y'all scared of Amari Cooper, yo? Is that who you scared of? Who scares you? Who scares you on Dallas? Nobody scares me on Dallas. Dallas is the lead. I don't got Dallas beating Seattle. Seattle is the only team that actually gives me some nervousness because of Russell Wilson. Nobody else. Nobody else makes me nervous. I don't care. Nobody in this NFC makes me nervous. These Chicago Bears have proven time and time again they are dominant. They don't play around. Don't let the offense get clicking. Don't let Jordan Howard get going. Don't let Tariq Cohen get going. And guess what? They're going to get going in these playoffs. You wanted to know how big a difference Kyle Long makes? Why? You watched that last game. You watched that last game against the Vikings. Kyle Long makes a difference. Kyle Long makes a big difference. He ain't playing around. That run game opened up in that first half. Kyle Long makes a difference. None of these guys, man. None of these teams scare me. If the Bears get the running game going, it's over. You got to worry about the running game and Mitch. I'm not saying Mitch is elite, but Mitch is not bad. In my opinion, I've said this on the podcast. Do you guys remember when Cam Newton first came into the NFL? What did he look like? Young guy, quick to run, not the most accurate with his arm. Slowly he got better. Can Mitch be the white Cam? Can Mitch be the white Cam? That'll be wild, wouldn't it? That would be wild. Mitch is progressing a lot like Cam Newton, in my opinion. Cam Newton right now, pretty good pocket passer. What have we seen from Mitch throughout this season? In all honesty, what have we seen from Mitch throughout this season? Real talk. What have we seen from Mitch throughout the season? Beginning of the season, what was he doing? That Packer game, what was he doing in the second half? Here we go. Time to run. Think about it. What was he doing? Look at him now. Even when he takes off right now, he's still got his eyes downfield. That is improvement, ladies and gentlemen. I am by no means saying that Mitchell Trubisky is elite, but he has improved. He is dangerous. Can Mitch be the white Cam? Ever since he put that sleeve on, can he be the sleeve slinger? Pause. Hey, it's Miller Time on IG. Shout out to you, bro. True, they just need to make better reads and stop trying to force into little windows. Hey, you're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. This is the thing, though. Sometimes he can make those passes. I don't want to see him doing it all the time, and he has proven that he is a smart quarterback. If you think this kid is dumb, you are mistaken. Has he made passes that haven't been accurate? Yeah, but the read was there. That man was open. He overthrew him. 100% he overthrew him. Well over his head. 5-10 yards over his head. We've seen it all season. How many touchdowns would Anthony Miller have if Mitch and him could link up at the beginning of the season? I mean, Anthony Miller was always open. Every play. Can he be the white Cam? Can he grow that way? He's got game, man. If y'all think he doesn't have game going into this playoffs, you in for a rude awakening. Do I think he's going to be Tom Brady? Do I think he's going to be Joe Flacco when he caught his heater? Do I think he's going to be Peyton Manning first time through before the Super Bowl? Throwing touchdowns left and right? Maybe not. Maybe not. But I'll tell you what. This boy's got game. Guru Film just joined the room. Y'all follow his page. He hate Mitch. He hate my boy Mitch. Says he's a bust. I don't know what numbers he's looking at, but he says he's a bust. But shout out to you. He wasn't a believer in these Bears. A lot of people weren't believers in these Bears. Shout out to y'all. Big shouts out to y'all. Because you know what? These Bears came through, didn't they? These Bears came through in 8. They're no joke. They're no joke in these playoffs. It all comes back to this. Who scares you? Who scares you in these playoffs? On the AFC side, who scares you? If we make it to the Super Bowl, if we make it, who scares you on the AFC side? Is it the Chiefs? Guru Film on IG says, Happy Feet Mitch. Bears like Kentucky basketball freshman, one and done. Guru. Big jokes. Big jokes from the big homie. I'm not mad at you. That was a good one. They one and done. You got Philly beating us. You rocking with Philly? I don't know. Can't trust Philly. We don't know the real health of Nick Foles. Of course he's going to play. Who's his backup? Who's his backup? Nick Foles' is backup. Who's his backup? Is it Nate? I honestly, I believe his name is Nate. I really don't know. It might as well be Nathan Peterman as far as I'm concerned. Actually, no. Guru, I agree with you. You tuned in a little later. Guru believes Seahawks are the scariest team. I agree with you. That's the only team I somewhat fear. This Bears defense is disgusting. The only team I somewhat fear, Seattle Seahawks. It's wild, bro. We are in a position to see history. I think that these Bears can go a long way based off of what Mitchell Trubisky does. Based off of that. Russell Wilson, the only team left in the NFC playoff, has a ring. True. Very true. Very true. Not that true now that I think about it. In the NFC, Drew Brees got a ring. Had to think about who was in the NFC real quick. Drew Brees got a ring. Couple rings in this playoffs, but Drew Brees don't scare me. These boys don't scare me. We live on YouTube, live on Instagram right now. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the page. Make sure you follow the IG. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the conversation. Hey, it's Miller time. Says that he should have two. Russell Wilson, he's speaking on. Should have two. The IG is lit right now. Mad conversation. I love it. I love it. Who are y'all worried about? Anybody in the AFC scare you? Tom Brady, of course. Tommy terrific. Come on now. Tom Brady. I don't count the GOAT out until he's out. I never count the GOAT out. I'm not really worried about the Patriots. And I think the Bears got a little vendetta to pay back if they meet them in the Super Bowl. Do the Chiefs scare you? I think that Pat Mahomes, great talent. I love Pat Mahomes. I wasn't on the Mahomes train at all. Pat Mahomes is a baller. Pat Mahomes is no joke. Don't sleep on him. Do not sleep on him. But listen, Pat Mahomes will put the ball out there for you to take it away. We watched that LA Rams game, and he hasn't improved that much from then. He was great, but at the same time, he turns the ball over. Is Pat Mahomes a Brett Favre type player? Little gunslinger? What do y'all think? Little gunslinger? I'm just not worried about Pat Mahomes, in all honesty. Because with this defense, they don't give you a lot of opportunities to put the ball in their hands, and they don't go away with it. Pat Mahomes put the ball in the other team's hands a lot. They drop him a lot because he throws that thing. I'm talking about slang that pill. You already know. Does him not having Kareem Hunt make a difference? Oh, right here on the IG, A.S. Miller time. It's really changed the whole team. You're absolutely right. I was just about to make that point. Makes a big difference. You know why? How many of his touchdowns are? Here we go, the snap. Mahomes takes it. Shovel pass out left. Up, and Kareem Hunt takes it 150 yards. How many of his passes are that? How many of his passes are literally passes that have been little dink and dives, and they go for 70 yards, 80 yards? I'd love to see the stat on that. I would love to see the stat on that. How many of his passes are that? How many of his touchdowns, are that? I would love to see the stat on that because I don't take anything away from him. Mahomes, another player. A lot of the players in this draft, you know what I see from the players in this draft? They don't quit. Mitchell Trubisky, Pat Mahomes, Deshaun Watson. They don't give up. They turn the ball over. Of course they do. Turn the ball over. They come right back down and try to throw that thing down your throat, run that thing down your throat. You know what I'm saying? They make a bad pass. They look at it. Hey, let's not go there again. Let's call this play. I see an opening. Let's do this. These are some of the most resilient quarterbacks in this NFL today. Today. Do the Chiefs scare you on the AFC side? Houston? Houston scare you? Who scares you? Maybe it's the defense talking. Maybe I'm just confident. Nobody scares me on this team. In this league right now. Nobody scares me. Come at me, bro. Take off the blindfold. Take off the blindfold. Nobody scares me. We live on Instagram, live on YouTube right now. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. If you're on the if you're on the YouTube, if you're on the Instagram, make sure you follow. We're gonna be doing a lot more of these. I just wanted to get in a quick video, because we didn't get a podcast in. This is more just me talking to the people, man. We're gonna be doing a few more giveaways this year. We have a whole new podcast with me and the homie AD. He's been on here before. The 100 Airs podcast. We're getting the homie Ringo set up to start streaming, playing 2K. If y'all want to join him on his Twitch stream, we're getting him all set up for that. That's coming soon. Whole new show coming y'all way. Mad content coming y'all way. We still ain't telling y'all what that is. Got pushed back a little bit. But it's going to be fire. We're going to have some old heads come through. A lot of content coming, y'all. A lot of content. All content matters. If you're a content creator right now and you want to get on the 100 Airs podcast, slide through. Shoot me a message. We'll see what you're working with. Because we're trying to get content creators on here. We love the content. Because we're just content creators. It ain't a ton of people watching, but we appreciate the people that are watching. Thank y'all for everything, man. Appreciate you 100%. We got a lot of stuff coming for y'all. Make sure y'all stay tuned. I'm about to get up out of here. I ain't ate nothing today. Mad hungry. Shout out to all the people that came through the real deal with Dame Adams. We appreciate you chiming in about your Saints, man. Ringo J, he out here right now. Out with the family. Shout out to you for being here, bro. Guru Film, shout out to you for being here, bro. A.S. Miller Time, shout out to you for being here, bro. We appreciate y'all, man. We appreciate everybody that supports us. I'm going to cut it short. We're going to get up out of here. It's your boy, Pat the Designer, man. And we out of here.